All right, what's up everyone? Today I'm going to show y'all how to make some pretty low calorie, high protein chicken tacos, right? Some chicken tacos with some cheese on there. I'll show y'all how to do it, and I'm going to do it so easily. I'm going to do it from fridge to my mouth, probably in like 10 to 15 minutes, really. And while I do that, I'm going to talk to y'all about the importance of food and convenience, right? And just having easy access to food when you are bulking. So let's get started here. It is 3 ingredients. So I just grabbed some fucking tortillas, string cheese. I believe it is 2, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So I just grabbed 2 of these light string cheese thingies. And then, last but obviously not least, some chicken. Now, I already made this chicken. I'm lying. I bought it from the grocery store. This chicken is right here. Shredded rotisserie seasoned chicken. This thing is wet. I'm going to move it. Anyways, yeah. It's just rotisserie chicken that I shredded from the grocery store. It's already all done for you, so you can be even more of a bum and just buy it and eat it. So let's get started here. Let's grab a clean plate. Right over here. Some towels, paper towels, if I can do this easier. And, we need to weigh out our chicken and stuff. Let's do that. So to weigh my chicken, what I like to do is I just like to put the tortillas on, right? So I spread out the 4 tortillas. And then I just, pour the chicken on. And now I know how much the chicken weighs, right? Because I know how much I'm going to use. I'm getting it called. Alright, so I just kind of shit my pants because I thought my manager was going to keep spam calling me. Let me see if this is still... Yeah, so I thought my manager was going to keep spam calling me because they've been spam calling me today because I didn't show up to work. But the building was also closed for the past, couple of days. And they never told me. I showed up on Sunday and I was like, hey guys, why is no one here? I texted my manager, why is no one here, guys? And they're like, oh yeah, building closed. Plumbing issue. Refuse to fucking elaborate. No one fucking told me they were closed, so I show up in my work clothes, make the drive out there, and I just get fucked. I just get fucked in the ass. So I just kind of took offense to that. So, I checked if they were open yesterday. They were not open yesterday, so I'm like, alright, well, today I have my shift, but I assume there's no one gonna fucking be there, because I haven't gotten any text saying that y'all are back open. I checked yesterday, and y'all are still closed. Blah, blah, blah. I should not be doing the string cheese right now. I should be doing the chicken. But yeah, so I didn't show up, so now they're so mad. And I'm like, well, guys, no one told me. No one told me. There's a lot of confusion. They're like, well, we need you to get here right now anyways. And I'm like, well, sorry, guys, I can't. All right. Wait, shit. I need to tear the fucking crap. I'm not locked in, you see? I can't talk. My brain can only do one thing at once. 2 fucking brain cells. Okay. Tear. Alright, that's 30 grams of chicken. We're going to add a little bit more on that one. That is 45. So, like this, I have it right here, right? And it'll tell me the weight without counting the plate and without counting the tortillas, right? Because the tortillas, I already know how much calories are in one of these fuckers. I think it's 100 or 100 for 4. 100 for 4. Now, if I would make any recommendation to you, I would say get corn tortillas and make sure they're good corn tortillas, some from a fucking local illegal Mexican, because those are the fucking good ones. These are kind of shit. These grocery store tortillas, not amazing. If you can get some that are made by a local illegal, but that also have macros, dude, you're golden, because these just don't have that they're not as I don't know how to fucking explain it. They're just not as good. They don't have that really strong corn taste or anything like that. All right, let's just do 145 grams of chicken. Or I guess 150. I guess 151. All right. We have barely any chicken left. I guess I'll just eat this later or something. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. This is a very small amount of chicken that is left over. I may use it on some other tacos some other day. All right. Let's seal that up. Throw that back in the fridge. Okay, so now put one of these string cheese guys in the middle. I like to use like half a stick per taco, right? So you got half a stick, right? You split that up into 4 pieces. You put 2 pieces in each taco, right? So split that in half, put 2 pieces in there, right? I don't know if you can really see that well, but you put 2 pieces in there. I can move this here now. Probably be a good idea for you guys to see better. I'm not sure how the angle looks. I'm not good at this. But I do need to log my calories on this. So let's see the total macros, right? So we got 320 calories for that. For just the cheese and the tortillas are 320 calories. And then once you add the chicken, all right, so total meal macros are going to be 13 grams of fat, 42 grams of carbs, and 61 grams of protein. That's pretty fucking good if you ask me. Now, what we're going to do, because I'm a lazy bum, is we're going to throw this bitch in the microwave. Yep, you heard me right. Throw it in the microwave. I don't want to pull out a pan and have to fucking clean the pan. Blah, 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 potentially mess it up. That's probably why my tortillas also suck. If you want to do this, you should probably use a pan. But I will not. All that training just for not to be able to open a pack of string cheese. When it comes to stuff like bulking and, convenience of meals, what I kind of want to talk about is the fact that whenever you are bulking, you want to have food as easily accessible to you as possible. Because I personally am not a huge fan of eating, right? I'm kind of have that David Lade sort of fucking disorder where I don't enjoy eating that much, like especially overeating, right? Like I'll have a fucking snack here and there, but I mean I could really go by eating 1,500 calories the rest of my life, and that would be fine. Not from a caloric or nutrition standpoint, but from a satiation standpoint, I would be okay. That's not good. But instead of making excuses for myself, I say, okay, well, I have to track my calories because otherwise I'll be under eating. And, I have to have food accessible to me. So I also don't undereat. And that's why a lot of my meal decisions are based around shit that I can make really quickly, really easily. Or look, I have a fucking whole pack of Pop-Tarts here. Why do I have this? I don't see this and I see Goy Slop Pop-Tarts. I don't see that. I see only 8 grams of fat for a total of 71 grams of carbs, right? I see a quick carb up snack that is going to help me get to my 400 grams of carbs that I eat every single day. That's what I see. So, enough of that. Let's put these in the microwave. So, you're going to grab that, do 1 minute and 30 seconds in the microwave, and then close this, right, put it back. You know how to fucking push it back in the fridge, dude, don't you? Do you need me to fucking tell you to do that? Stupid fuck. But, yeah. Convenience is really, really important for me as someone who is a hard gainer. Whatever. The term hard gainer is for fucking pussies, though. Because, at the end of the day, if you're not eating 6 to 10 meals a day, you're not doing enough, right? That's what fucking Rich Piana said. And he's right, I mean, there's people who are going to be more genetically gifted than you and less genetically gifted than you that are doing better than you, right? 99% of the time, unless you're fucking C-bum, there's people who are more and less genetically gifted than you who are doing more to get to their goals and therefore look better. So that's why convenience in food is good, because it'll help you even if you have your certain weird relationships with food, achieve your goals. So let's see how that is looking. You see, that doesn't look too bad. Look at that. You see the cheese melting on there, right? I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. And again, this is what it looks like, just kind of laid out as is. I think the key thing about this strategy is the string cheese. The string cheese is very low calorie, and it's decently high protein as well. So that's a big component of this is that string cheese. Before this, most of my meals would just kind of consist of, believe it or not, tuna and crackers. And tuna and crackers are actually not that good macro-wise because the crackers are really high in fat. At least the Ritz crackers that I use, right? Because the Ritz crackers make it bearable. But Ritz crackers also have fat. So I'm like, hey, I'd rather save my fat for something yummy and also eat a meal that I enjoy slightly more. And I enjoy this decently more. And now I get to save fat for more goislop. Which, I mean, tuna and crackers are kind of goislop anyways, but I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. I just know it tastes better. Okay? This is pretty decent. And it'll help you get that protein in. You won't be getting much fat in. You'll be getting some carbs in. That's the point of all of this, okay? So, what I promised was, in under 15 minutes, it would go from getting it out of the fridge to putting it in my mouth. I think that's what I promised. Hope that's what I promised. We have about 11:30 on this voice recording, and the microwave has about a minute left. So, we're pretty close to that. Obviously, I had to stop for a second to take a phone call, but that time doesn't count. That time does not count. All right, done. So, if you ask me, this looks pretty decent. Let me show you. To me, this looks pretty good. Now, the problem here is these do end up with a decent amount of moisture because of the microwave. So what I like to do is I like to move them over here to the paper towel that I don't know if you can even see. I like to move them to the paper towel right here. Let them rest for about a minute-ish. Right? And then, after you get them to rest, you put them back on the plate, right? Maybe wipe down the plate, get some of that moisture out. And here, put those back here. Line them up. Line them up like your chickens, like you count your chickens back in the day. Here's a taco. We are 14 minutes in on the voice recording. That's pretty good. I give that a 5.5 out of 10, which for how low calorie it is pretty good. The string cheese on this is delicious. The chicken, because I buy it already pre-shredded and pre-seasoned, it already comes out pretty good. The tortilla is lacking because I make it in the microwave, and because they're just not the best tortillas ever. I think if you use better tortillas, do them on the pan, you can get it to like a 7 out of 10, maybe 6.5. With some spices, like extra spices or whatever, you can definitely get this higher. Is my point. But, I mean, dude, that took me no time at all. It's 50 grams of protein. That is very, honestly, to me, 5.5 out of 10 is a good rating, right? I'm harsh with my rating, right? The tuna is like a 2. The tuna and crackers are a 2. The egg whites with chocolate that I've made before, that's like a 1 or a 0, right? I'm very harsh with my rating, so I'm being honest here with y'all. It's pretty good. And that is, I guess, my number one point about nutrition on the bulk, which is convenience. There's 2 other ones, which are price and macros. So this one fits all of them, right? The price of this was not very expensive because those chickens were like $16. They were already pre-prepared. Obviously, if you make them yourself, it's cheaper. And each one of those gives you like 5, those 2 give me 5 servings. So in chicken, I paid about $3, right? $3 for 4 of these, right? Tortillas are basically free. The cheese is basically free. It's maybe like a few cents. So this is about a $4 meal right here. And, if you drink your chocolate milk every day, like I do, your Fairlife chocolate milk every day, you're hitting $9, and then you eat a few Pop-Tarts, you're hitting maybe about $10 to $12 a day all in super duper convenient, easy to digest foods that are going to be fairly palatable. So yeah, my other 2 points on nutrition are, first point is convenience, right? This is all in the bulk, of course. And then macronutrients being fulfilled and priced. This fills all 3 of them. Anyways, hope you enjoyed that recipe.